Hey, it's Kimmy the Gadget Goddess. We have had our Mi Mix Fold for about a week, so I figure it's time to catch up on this device. So no need to delay. Let's get started on this video. I don't have a case on the Fold right now because I haven't been carrying it. I'm not pulling the case off of the Mi Mix because there's adhesive strips holding that case on. I feel like either one of these phones would be an attractive phone for anybody to carry around. I have matte screen protectors on both phones, so therefore you're gonna have the same look. This one just has the Mystic Bronze, which is rose gold, and this one is black, which was a glossy black, but again, I dulled it down with the matte screen protector. The Z Fold is running at 865 plus processor. The Mi Mix is running at 888 processor. And the whole thing with phones overheating and things of that nature, I experienced none of that. The one time my phone got slightly warm was when I was doing some things while I was on the phone. A little warm, not hot, not overheating. No problems with the 888 processor in the Mi Mix. Battery life, again, it's only been a week. I'm still getting a feel for it because when I first charged it the first time, I got through like a day and a half and I stuck it back on the charger. After I stuck it back on the charger, I put the screenshot in there. I got 60 something hours of battery life after that. Weird as I don't know what. The very next time I charged it and used it, it was dead in a day. I've been doing a lot of playing with this phone, playing with the tweaks, trying to see, you know, at nighttime, I had Samsung set up the same way to where after a certain time, there's no syncing, there's no activity, so it really saves battery life. Both of these phones have impressive battery life. Of course, the Mi Mix has a bigger battery. The Fold has a 4500 milliamp battery. The Mi Mix has a 5020 milliamp battery. I don't know where the random 20 comes in, but it has a little more battery than the Z Fold. From my experience thus far, just for this week, it has lasted longer except for that one day, which was just really weird and random. I do know you have to break batteries in first. I'm gonna charge it till I was breaking the battery in, and that's why it was acting weird on both occasions. 60 something hours is ridiculous. And that was after I turned off all the battery optimization things and was getting alerts. I've taken more pictures with both of these phones. Just these two, I didn't include the Huawei. I absolutely love these cameras. The liquid lens, which I think is kind of a gimmicky name for it, but I love these cameras so much more than I love the cameras on my Fold. In the 1 week I've had this phone, I've had 2 updates. Yeah, one out of the box and then one this week. I'm running 12.0.11. I do know some of my brothers on the Mi 11 are running 12.5. Yes, I'm not part of your club yet. I am on a Chinese variant of the phone, whereas I do know some of those folks are on global versions. When I initially made the video for my unboxing, they were saying that they wouldn't release this globally, but the day I was doing some editing, I found where this possibly could be released globally. And usually the global releases are more expensive. I'll take the Chinese variant any day because I don't see any sacrifices. I still have the Google Play Store, etc. For my high refresh people, it is 60 hertz on the inner screen on the Mi Mix. The outer screen does get 90 hertz. I'm not a high refresh rate person. Give me my battery life all day long. So it gives you examples, and for me, Neither one of these, you know, it's not a huge difference. Standard saves battery life. That's always my goal in life. You're only getting it on the outer screen. I do use the outer screen on this phone as much as I use the outer screen on the Z Fold 2. Other little fun things, this phone has back tap. Back tap was introduced on iOS 14. I run betas, so I did a beta video on updates with iOS 14 before it was officially released, and one of the things I tried out was back tap. Back tap seemed to be a huge battery drain. Convenience in essence of like, it's 2 or 3 taps. It's a shortcut. So 2 taps would open one thing and 3 taps would open something else. But again, because your phone is always waiting for you to tap, it's draining your battery life. I have not tried it out on the Mi Mix. Probably won't. Battery life's a big to-do to me. Battery life and cameras. Now you say I carry 2 phones, so it shouldn't be a big deal, but the less I have to charge, the happier a camper I am, which is probably why I wear the Huawei watch that gets 2 weeks battery life. I thought I was going to not like this phone because it's still not the same width of a regular phone. I think they're really about the same, though this phone is more narrow looking in my hand watching it on video. I feel like the roundness factor makes it more comfortable to game. The squared off factor here, I felt like the phone would be sticking me in the sides of my hand when I played various games. Now I don't play a lot of games, but most of the games I play require me to open the phone like this. And if I turn it sideways and play this way, eventually those edges that aren't curved feel, you know, when you first start it's not a big deal, but the more you play, it's more that, you know, you can feel those angles a little more. Gaming on the Mi Max was more of a round experience. Game space. It brought me back to my Black Shark days when I pulled it up for various games, because it optimizes your phone to a gaming mode. See, boosts successfully. So it's gonna boost my phone up to wherever I need to be for this game. I'm a Final Fantasy fanatic. Every device I keep, I bring it over. And I really lost my first set of gameplay, which I was a lot further along when I first started playing on my Black Shark. See, there's some stuttering there that loads, but I've had no issues with gameplay, period. One thing I really like about this phone is haptic feedback. I don't like haptic feedback on all my devices. There was something about the Black Shark Pro 3 that had great haptic feedback. I'm getting similar vibes with this phone. It's not exactly the same. You had that phone, you had a similar experience. It's not the same, but I do turn on haptic feedback a little bit on this phone. Xiaomi just does it right. I don't use it on any of my other folding devices. The other thing I think Xiaomi did really well, and all these are like little software things. Any application that you use that has a lighter look to it, in dark mode it makes it completely dark. I'm gonna throw in a screenshot example of the same application, same app on other devices using dark mode, and how it still remains the bright orangish yellowish look. Little subtle things, but these are little things I pay attention to and little things I notice. And when you're thinking about the consumer as a company and saying, hey, if they really want it dark, let's make it all dark. Amazon is another pretty good example. See, everything that's usually white is black. All of my other phones, even in dark mode, the applications appear, unless the application has a dedicated dark mode on that application, still appears white or bright. That monster of a 67 watt charger they give you, when you plug it in, you literally see the percentage going up point whatever per second on the screen. It is awesome to watch. Like, I was mesmerized the first time I plugged it in. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But it's cute. But yes, it charges the phone quick. I haven't charged it from 0 to full, but when they say fast charge, it's supposed to charge in 37 minutes or whatever. I believe it can get there. Couple of things I don't like so far about this phone a week in. I will tell you, I can tell it's constantly looking for my fingerprint. I can put this phone in my purse, a bag, or anything else. And when I put it in there, I'll feel my purse, or like I just felt it just now, vibrates, looking for it now. There are moments where it looks for a fingerprint when it's nothing going on. And if you do that so many times, it'll lock you out for a while and you'll have to wait or just manually put in your code. This phone could be brighter. I guess I got spoiled by the Huawei. It probably gets just as bright as the Fold. In direct sunlight, it's kind of hard sometimes to see some of the stuff that's going on. Not too bad, but it could be brighter. I miss being able to prop the phone like this and watch videos. Yes, I could prop the phone like that, but it's, you know, not as stable as it would be on the Fold. Or, you know, my Huawei, it has, you know, dedicated positions to be in. This phone is just like, it's open or it's closed, or it's just like, ooh, wide open. I didn't think I would miss that aspect as much as I do, but I do. It's not a deal breaker, but I miss it. So I've said all this to say what? I need more time with this phone. It's only been a week. I am favoring the Mi Max, but this comes from a person who likes imports and likes a big battery and likes powerhouse cameras. And with phones, it's something I get to do more so on the weekends than I do the weekdays. So if you think about it, I've only had one weekend with the phone. I plan to do more with it this weekend. I do hope that today gave you more insight than my 48-hour review. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button. Drop me a comment below. Y'all have a great one. I'll catch you on the next video.